What's up, gamers? I don't know if that's in the shot, but I own this movie on VHS. Quick little side note: it says, chapter 23 down there, and then on the back it says, chapter 23 in in the complete adventures of Indiana Jones is a movie that blah 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 blah. So does that mean that there are canon books that were coming out at the same time of Indiana Jones? I don't have the first movie on VHS, so I don't know. But anyways, this movie. First thing I want to say about this movie is, it's probably the one that it's normally the one everybody says is the best, which is interesting because at first I would hold on. Oh my god, my mic wasn't even up, so that sounded probably weird. I'm an idiot. So a lot of people say it's the best movie out of all of them, and I can see why they think that. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. It's a fantastic movie. I loved watching it. But, okay, I'm already going to put it on the list. It's second from the first movie. I like the first movie more, mainly because this movie had higher highs but lower lows. So the first movie was overall like a better experience, but this one was also just really fun to watch. Willie was definitely the disappointment of it. She was just really annoying. It seemed like her only purpose was to scream every minute. But I did like how in the movie they acknowledged how annoying she was. And they constantly reminded us that the characters in the movie hate her too. I just love holding VHS tapes. So neat. But anyways, so yeah, so that was definitely not the best. The acting by everyone was fine. I mean, she's a fine actress. It was just like her character was super annoying. The beginning, like I said, I love it when how Indiana Jones movies start off with like an adventure that basically has nothing to do with what they're going onto, and this one, I guess it's a bar. It's not really a bar. It's more of a club. The club scene was great. Really, like filled with that. Like I said, that opening was. I'm gonna say it. That opening was not more iconic, but better, more fun to watch than the first opening of the previous movie. One thing I noticed about this film, and it seemed to take forever to get into the film. Like I remember pausing the movie, being like. Pausing the movie and be like, oh, we're already an hour in? Like, the movie's only 2 hours, but, like, they didn't get started with the actual plot until the hour. And then most of the grand adventure at the end is just, climax. It's just a long climax, which is basically split up into different parts. You got the climax starts with them freeing the slaves. And you could have a long climax, but this one just, like, kept on going. One reason I didn't like it more than the other one is because, like I said, I liked it when Indiana Jones films, basically because it feels like a real adventure when they're moving around a lot, traveling, and each new location feels like a new short film. And you don't need that to have a good film. This did feel like a grand adventure, just not as big as the previous one, which, like I said, you don't have to have something big, but then the next movie kind of also did that. This one almost felt like a smaller film. It didn't really have any, like, I don't want to say religious connections, but it didn't have any, like, grander connections to anything. The thing they were going after were just these stones for a village. But yeah, no, this definitely is a really good film. I am probably the most nostalgic for it, and I remember it the most. But rewatching it, there's a lot of stuff that I noticed that I didn't notice when I was little and watching it. I really like it, like, a lot. I like it a lot. I don't know what else to say. It's a fine film. I realized I kind of talked too negatively about it. It was very intense. This movie was one of the reasons why they had to bring PG-13, which is funny that it's PG. Harrison Ford felt more like he knew what he was doing in the role. In the first movie, he seemed to still be getting the hang of it a bit, In this one, it was, he really did seemed like he knew what he was doing. He liked the role he was in. The action was great. They're still doing the practical stuff. Green screening was weird for some parts, but other than that, it was fine. Great movie. I liked it a lot. I know I talked kind of negatively throughout this movie, just because this is probably the one I've seen the most, so I can't really gush about, oh my gosh, it's so much better than I remember. It is about the same quality as I remember, which isn't a bad thing, because I loved this movie. Like, I really do love this movie. But, like I said, I just like the original one more. I gotta find out if there's books about this. Like, if the other chapters are books. And is the first movie chapter 1? I don't know. Thank you guys for watching. Next time we're going on to The Last Crusade, a movie I've only seen once, I think. Maybe twice. I mean, I've seen it like a couple of times here and there, but it's the one that I remember least about. So I'm basically going to be watching a new movie, which is going to be fun. Thank you guys for watching. Video over. That's it. I never know how to end videos.